How you doing? This is Ivan from Bitesize Wisdom for Busy People, and I'd just like to thank you for joining me again here today. And today I'd like to share another idea to help you live a more conscious life. Today our topic is on the 3 stages of personal development seen from the higher esoteric point of view. And here the first stage is from the moment we are born until around 3 to 5 years old. And in this stage we are mainly functioning from essence, and essence being what we got from the stars, the planetary influences at the time of our birth. So essence being what is real and intrinsic to our nature, what we brought into the world. And our essence is only allowed to grow to around 3 to 5 years old before it stops, and the second stage takes over. And in the second stage is when we develop a personality, and we develop our personality by interacting with the world through our senses. In this stage, we learn mainly by imitation from our family, friends, society. And here, in this stage, our goal is to develop a rich personality. A rich personality being a personality rich in diverse experiences, in education, in interests. So being relatively well-rounded in the worldly sense. So back in the day, if you wanted to join a mystery school, you needed to be at the level of good householder. And good householder meaning a person rich in personality. So you have your worldly affairs in order, you have a good relationship with your family, you're successful in your business, in your career, in your job. You can set goals and see them out. So, and you're relatively balanced in your body, emotions, and mind. So that's our goal in the second stage, is to develop a rich personality. But unfortunately, life being such as it is, with so many variables, either because we didn't have the optimal conditions for our upbringing because of our family or our social status, many of us don't get to the level of developing a rich personality without any bumps and bruises. Many of us develop a lot of weaknesses or deficiencies in our personality. So that's our goal, is to round those out and become well-rounded. So once we develop a rich personality, and let's say we accomplished everything in our life that we set out to do, we have a good family, we have plenty of money, we are successful in our career, but we reach a point where it still feels meaningless, or there's a sense of emptiness, then we need to move on to the third stage. But for most people, reaching this level of developing a rich personality, for a lot of people it will be enough. They'll be content with having a happy home, a good marriage, a good career. For many people that will be enough. But if you are the type that even after accomplishing everything, you still feel a sense of emptiness or lack of meaning, then you need to move on to the third stage. And in the third stage is where we find spiritual meaning, where we answer all the big questions. And in order to do that, we need to make our personality that we work so hard to acquire, we need to make it passive. And in making it passive, we will feed our undeveloped essence that only exists in seed form. A good analogy is that of an acorn. So we have a seed, like I said, when we came to the world, we came with our little seed form of essence, and then we formed our personality around it, much like a seed has the material which it nourishes on to become a tree later on. We will do the same in our journey. And that's why it was important to have a rich personality, so that we're able to feed our undeveloped essence in a good way and give it enough food so that it grows and helps us on our journey to realize our highest truth. So if you do have a poor personality, then you won't have anything to sacrifice, to use as material to grow your essence. So that's why a lot of these schools that I mentioned, they only accepted good householders, because if you had any pathologies, or if you just were not at that level, you wouldn't be able to go on to the third stage. So in the third stage is where we are reborn. We become a new man. That's why I like a quote by Jesus where he says, you know, unless you become like children, you cannot enter my kingdom. So here in growing our essence, we are going back to the moment we were born, being like children again, but this time with the added benefit that we overcame the world. We used the world, we developed a rich personality, but then we set it aside, and now we're in this world, but not of it. So that was our second birth, and we're a new man, and now we are mainly functioning in the world from our essence, from what is real within us, and this is where you will find deep contentment, deep peace. So that's the outline for today. That's it in a nutshell, the human journey. So I hope you find that useful. I hope it helps you in some way or adds clarity. So if you enjoy my content, please share with anyone you think may find this useful, and subscribe, hit that little notification bell so that you know when I upload new content. And other than that, I hope wherever you are in the world, you're enjoying your day, and peace.